All right, and we're back with a nice reflection on the glasses lens. Gotta love it. I maybe should have brushed my hair for this, but hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessie and I'm going to be attempting a through hike of the Appalachian Trail heading northbound starting end of March 2022. So I'm back today with another video of a shakedown hike that I actually went on 2 months ago. I forgot to film an intro, so here I am 2 months later filming an intro for it. For those of you who may not be super familiar with all the hiking lingo, a shakedown hike is basically a preliminary hike that you go on just to test out all your gear, see what works, see what doesn't, maybe find some things that you need to add or things that you haven't been using that you can take out. So yeah, I went on my first shakedown hike 2 months ago, just a quick trip, 2 nights at a local state park. And just a disclaimer, that was my first attempt at vlogging ever, so it's rough. You know, just stick with me though, you know, just ride it out. I'm just setting the expectations appropriately up front so that you're not disappointed as you watch. So you're welcome for that. I just wanted to say up front that I'm so thankful that all of you guys are here on my channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button if you want to follow along for more Appalachian Trail related content. All right, so without further ado, roll the clip. I made it to camp. It was quite difficult to find my spot in the dark, I'm not gonna lie. What I get for showing up late though. All right, I'm gonna set up camp. You probably can't see much, and that's my fault. I apologize for that. I'll do better next time, I promise. Okay, step 1. Stake it out tentatively. Step 2, poles, question mark. Next step, rain fly. All right, let's just complete. Next step is getting all my stuff in there and then cooking dinner. Stay tuned. All right, camp is all set up. Time for dinner. This is my first time using a stove, so I hope it's fine. And for dinner, I'm gonna have this rice and chicken mountain house meal. First time ever having a mountain house meal either. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of this fuel. I have the Tokes Titanium 550. I know a lot of people go with the bigger ones, but I don't really anticipate that I'll be doing that much. So inside I just have mini Bic lighter, half of a hanky to clean my cup, and then my stove, and like I said, first time using this baby. So okay, and for my spoon I have the Tokes Titanium long candle spoon. All right, I don't know if I need that or not, probably not. Also, I want to get a smaller fuel that will fit inside. I think the 4 ounce will fit inside of this, but they only had the 8 ounce, so that's what I went with. Okay, I think that's right. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Also just realized I never washed this after I bought it. There is a hair in it. But I just poured this water, so I don't want to dump it out. We'll see. Crazy. Okay, now I don't know, like, I mean, like, how high are you supposed to do it? I wonder. I bought so many good snacks and I want to eat them now for an appetizer, but I know if I do that, I won't eat my dinner, so I wonder how long it takes to boil. I'll check back with y'all. Alright, so I just poured my boiling water into my little bag. And now I have to let it sit for 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm already learning that there's just like a lot of little things I'm gonna have to figure out. Like I went to take the stove off of the fuel canister, and this little bit here is quite warm from being heated. But yeah, it's just like, okay, well, how long is it gonna take to cool down to where I could take it off, you know? And I'm sure it's not long, but like, it's just little things like that that I'm like unsure of. That's why I'm out here though, learning. I have my trash bag here. Big trash. So yeah. Anyways, this food smelled delicious when I poured the water in, so I'm really excited for that actually. All right, time to eat. I'm kind of confused with these Mountain House meals because I feel like I see people with like the full packs digging their spoons like way down in there. But like after you rip it, I don't know, maybe they're not all like this, I don't know. But like this one, like, you definitely don't have to like get way down in there. Ooh, it's still steamy. Get you a close up of this. Wow, it smells delicious. Let's see. This is a lot of food. I mean, right now, I definitely probably won't eat all this. But I could see, like, on trail where I would probably want it. Let's see. Ooh, it's gonna be hot. The rice could be a little more well done. Whew. It's a bit hot. I'm gonna try to figure out the lighting too before I hit the trail. I'm sus on the chicken. I mean, it says Best By October 2051. Just not gonna look at it. It's really hot. Tastes good though. I'm about it. But on that, and try to figure out my hike for tomorrow. I wish I had a fire. If I would have gotten here before sundown, I would have gone and bought some firewood, but I did not. My plan tomorrow is to wake up, pack up, find a trail to hike. I want to hike with my full pack weight. This is a semi-shakedown hike, I guess I'll call it. Because, I mean, I'm not backcountry camping, but really I just wanted to like test out all my gear, and I'm able to do that by staying at a campsite, so like I think it's fine. I felt safer being here at this campsite. This is like somewhere I've stayed before. Like, I am kind of annoyed that there's so many people around, but at the same time, that makes me feel a bit safer. So yeah, I'm camping at a campsite, but I mean, I'm still using only the gear in my backpack, so it's the whole point, right? So I'm gonna pack up all my stuff tomorrow, the tent included, put it in my backpack fully loaded, food, water, everything. Go out on a day trail, a day hike, and just see how I feel in my backpack and, you know, my setup that I've got for hiking. And then I'm gonna come back here tomorrow night and do the same thing over again. I'll tell you what my main concern is, as it stands right now, just as far as camping. I don't know like how to set my tent up in like a rain situation, because I have the Tiger Wall UL2 from Big Agnes, and I know if you buy the footprint of the tent, then you can actually just set up like the tent poles attached to the footprint, set up your rain fly, and then
set up your tent after your rain fly so that your tent is dry. Well, I don't have the footprint from Big Agnes and I don't want to buy it. So, yeah, I'm not really sure about that. That's kind of scary to me. But, let's see. I don't know. If anybody knows or has suggestions, drop it in the comments below. I mean, my only thought is just set it up as quickly as you can. And maybe that's the only way, I don't know. Sleep in a shelter. I don't know, I think bugs. My plan is to not really sleep in a shelter unless I like need to or have to in the Smokies. I think in the Smokies they require you to sleep in shelters unless it's full, and then you have to sleep in your tent. But I think I would kind of prefer to sleep in my tent. More privacy, less snoring. So yeah, if anybody has suggestions on how to set up a tent in the rain without getting the entire inside of your tent soaked. Alright, these bugs are like getting up on me, bro. Well, I think that's it for now. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do some looking at my map here, pick out trail to hike, probably get some firewood tomorrow and do a fire. I wish I had like some food that I could cook over a fire. I thought about bringing it, but I knew I was getting here after dark, and then obviously anything that needs to be kept cold, like meats and whatnot, you know, it's whatever. We're hot. That's crazy how hot this stuff stays. All right, I'm done eating my dinner. I didn't finish it all. I feel a little bad, but you know, whatever. I feel like I need to hang in my bag, my food bag. I don't think there's bears here. I'm in like mid Alabama. But A, just for the experience, the practice, and B, for raccoons and possums. So, stay tuned. All right, I've gathered a bunch of rocks in my rucksack, and you probably can't see. I'll try again tomorrow. Okay, so I got my bear hang on the second attempt. I will say, the branch I hung it on is like, would be way too low for an actual bear hang, but for here, like I said, I'm not really concerned about bears, more so like possums and raccoons. Anyways, I'm gonna practice my PCT bear hang with the twig, and hopefully you guys will be able to see. So, bada bing, bada boom. Just put it there. It took me 8 minutes to figure that out, and we're about 7 feet off the ground. Baby steps. But this is exactly why I'm trying, you know, so I can figure this stuff out before I go out there. But now a bear can't like slash or claw and get your food. I mean, in this situation, a bear could just reach up and grab it. I think I'm gonna start kind of winding down and getting ready for bed. Hey, so I'm in my tent. I have my red light because the white light just seems like a lot. Just in here getting settled, trying to figure out a plan for tomorrow. It actually started sprinkling a little bit, which is strange. I checked the forecast just now and it wasn't showing any rain, but I guess that's mountain weather for you, you know. So I'm actually kind of excited to get some experience. I don't think it's actually gonna rain, but yeah, just a little bit of sprinkling is cool. Morning. Does it look weird when I look at myself, or should I look at the camera? I would say I didn't sleep great. I just couldn't get comfortable, and my mattress pad is so loud. I mean, I just feel like on the AT, when everybody sleeps in the shelters and whatnot, like, Everybody's mattress pads are gonna be so loud. I heard some critters come around last night as I was falling asleep, so I was glad that I hung up my stuff. That did kind of freak me out. I mean, I know it's just like probably like raccoons. Like, y'all hear how loud that is? And to be honest, my back is just kind of hurting. I just feel like all night long I was like rotating a circle from back to side to stomach to side to back. And then all over again. I got a little friend joining me this morning. Yeah, not a great night's sleep, I would say. Now I'm debating on whether I want to like actually make breakfast or just eat like a little bar. It's still early. It's like 7:20, I think. I don't think I'm gonna do anything crazy as far as hiking today. I was thinking maybe like, I don't know, like 6 miles or something. Because I don't want to do too much with my backpack on and hurt myself or something. And also just considering the fact that I didn't really sleep very well last night. Yeah. So, I'll show you the route in a minute. I'll check back later. Bye. Wow, that's really so loud. In an actual camp setting, that would like wake up everybody. Like, what about the people that leave camp at like 5 a.m.? Like, that's gotta wake up everybody. There's my bear bag from last night. You can see how far away from my tent it is and how high off the ground. So, not ideal, just professional. I mean, just practice. Sorry, my brain's not working yet. I'm gonna take it down and I'm gonna cook breakfast, because why not? So. Voila. It started raining, so I'm making my breakfast inside. I did go get some water and filter it. My breakfast is very soupy, blueberries and cream oatmeal. I definitely put too much water in there. I'm hoping if I just let it kind of sit a minute, maybe some of the water will absorb. Man, I tell you, from my first backpacking excursion out with my backpack, I didn't really want it to be in the rain. And I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, well, get used to it, that's the AT. But like the very first time, I just wanted it to be like ideal weather conditions. And like when I checked the weather on the way up here, I mean, it wasn't showing any rain, so I don't know. It's not too bad right now, so I'm hoping it'll pass and then I can get out there. But I'm really glad I hadn't already taken down my tent, because right now I'm enjoying sitting in my tent and not in the rain. So it started raining pretty hard. So I went back to sleep. I didn't even blow up my air mattress. I literally, my deflated air mattress and then my bed pad, my sit pad. I needed that though. It's, I think it's just before 10 now, so it's still pretty early, but I think the rain is gone, so that's good. I just need to get myself up and about. I don't know, I kind of don't want to hike the hike that I had planned today because, sorry, I think it's like a kind of like
pretty rocky hike, and a lot of the comments on All Trails said that if you were hiking like after the rain, it would be really like muddy and slick. So I don't know, I may wait until tomorrow to do that, and I may just kind of like chill today because I have a whole nother day, so it's really no rush. Okay, so here's the deal. I just checked the weather for tonight, tomorrow, which is now showing thunderstorms, not just rain, thunderstorms. So the new plan is, since I cannot postpone the hike until tomorrow, I'm just gonna go. Now it's 11 a.m. already, so I'm definitely not gonna do any super long distance, but I just want to get some experience actually carrying my packs, so that's what I'm here for. So I'm going. Not ideal, but that's life and that's the trail, I guess. So with that being said, my plan is to leave my tent and my quilt here at the campsite because I don't have a way of waterproofing my pack just yet, and if my down quilt gets wet, then it is not usable. And with thunderstorms in the forecast and the weather being as volatile as it's been already, I just don't want to risk it. So, of course, by the time I hike the AT, I'll have a waterproofing system, which I'm gonna do like a compactor bag. That's what most people do. Just a bag liner, put all your stuff that needs to stay dry in that, whatever. Yeah, it just hasn't really been a priority. I didn't think it would be an issue, but here we are. So that's fine though. The only thing is like it's gonna take a little weight off of my pack, but I'm packing everything else that I brought with me in my pack and bringing with me. And I did bring a few items that are luxury items just for this trip specifically that I wouldn't actually bring on the trail with me because they weigh a bit more. So, and I've got a really big food bag, like stuffed full, and lots of water too. So the weight difference, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different because I don't have my tent in my bag, but I think it will balance out with the additional things that I brought. So if it doesn't, whatever. That's fine. I'm just doing the best I can do, you know? So now I'm trying to get all my stuff packed up and hit the trail so that I don't get caught in a storm. All right, stay tuned. Okay, reporting live from the trail. I finally made it out here. I don't know, I feel like it's been like a full 2 days. Even that hasn't, like it was just the morning. I don't know. I kind of get in my head when I get off of a routine or like away from like what I had planned. But it's fine. That's part of the journey. Yeah, it's just kind of going with the flow and figuring it out along the way. But I'm proud of myself for getting out here. I'm not doing the trail that I initially picked out, because that trail was rated as difficult and it's muddy and rainy, so I don't want to do a difficult trail. So, doing another trail. My first water crossing. There's a little bridge over there. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm just glad I got out here. I'm glad I checked the weather. There's a bridge. I'm glad I checked the weather because I was fully expecting it to be like beautiful tomorrow, and it's not, and that's fine. But like the whole reason I came was to like test out my gear, so I'm glad I checked so that I can test out my gear. I don't think I'm gonna go very far today. Just because I don't want to, you know. I may stop and see if I can buy some firewood, but then if it's supposed to rain this evening, I don't know, you know? I just have to keep an eye on the weather. If the weather looks doable, I may stop and get some firewood and try to build a fire.
for the vibe, you know? I do have another question for my fellow hikers out there. So I bought this hydration sleeve, I think they call it, to carry my smart water bottle. And the issue that I'm running into is that my arm rests on it. You see? Like, I can't put my arm by my side. Is that how everybody's is? Or something wrong with my shoulder straps? Like, are my shoulder straps too wide? Is that why they're doing that? The pack I'm using is the ULA Ohm 2.0 in a size small, which is small size it comes in. And I did have to do like some further adjustments on the hip belt to like move it up to a shorter torso length because I have a really short torso. But I wouldn't think that the shoulder straps would be, I mean, they feel comfortable. I don't know. It's just this water bottle holder is like right on my arm. I don't know, maybe everybody's just like that. I'll probably get out my trekking poles in a minute. It probably won't even matter, but yeah, just curious if everybody's just like that or just mine. All right. Well, I'll check back later. So this trail actually doubles as a bike path, which is why there are a lot of little bridges and little streams that are paved. But these bridges are very nice. Tons of water. Look at that. It's hot and humid, just for the record. So you see the mountain ridge over here? I think that was the trail that I was initially gonna take. And at the peak of that ridge, there's a really beautiful overlook. I've been to it before, so I wasn't like super pressed about seeing it. But yeah, would have been a little prettier than this. It would have been like 10 times more difficult though. I'm glad I started with this. So I've only made it about maybe 2.5 miles. I haven't been tracking it, but just based off of my map that I have. And I just checked the weather and it says, because it's looking pretty overcast now. And I thought I heard some rumbling. Hold on, let me cross this bridge crossing. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go through the water because it's like not that high. I think I can just jump it. Yay! Okay. So, anyways, yeah, probably gone maybe like 2.5 miles. But I thought I heard some thunder, and it's looking kind of overcast. So I checked the weather, and it says 90% chance of rain in an hour. So I'm heading back to my car. And again, like I said, like I don't really have like my pack waterproofed yet. So yeah, I don't really want to get caught in the rain. Like I have my electronics bag with my rechargeable charger and headlamp, that kind of thing. I have that like double ziplocked, so it'd probably be fine. But just in general, I like all my clothes, my sleep clothes and whatnot, are just in a normal bag. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to make it back I do have my frog togs with me though, so if it does start like actually raining, I can put my rain jacket on. But it's kind of warm out here. Like, I think I may prefer just to hike in the rain. But we'll see. Alright. Peace. I think I'm just about back. Maybe half a mile or so left. I did get rained on a little bit, but it honestly felt really good. There's definitely still thunder in the distance, so I know there's more to come. So peaceful. I love it. Wow, it's really beautiful though. Okay, so I stopped and got some firewood on my way back from hiking, and I'm gonna attempt to start a fire because the sun is quickly setting. It's about to get dark, so I'm gonna set you guys up. Okay, it's trying. I just had an older gentleman come by here, and he said he's a volunteer here at this park, and gave me a flyer about what to do in the case of a severe weather emergency, because we're supposed to have severe weather tonight apparently. So that's kind of scary. Which I'm really glad he came by. We had a nice little chat, but yeah, I am a little scared for it. I mean, I'm not too much scared of my stuff getting wet. I'm more concerned with like the wind and like something falling. Which the only reason I'm not concerned about my stuff getting wet is because I'm leaving tomorrow, so it's like not really a big deal if it gets wet. I could just dry it out later. But yeah, I'm a little scared. I'm a little freaked out. But luckily, I mean, there's like a lot of people camping around me, and I'm not far from my car, so you know, if I needed to take shelter, I could definitely do that. And like worst case scenario, I could just literally sleep in my car. Which I don't want to do that. This will be good practice though. Like, this isn't what I planned for at all, but like this is what I needed to come on this trip for. This is exactly the reason why I'm out here, is so that I can get some experience with things like weather before actually hitting the trail. So today was a good day. Definitely not as I had planned in my mind. But that's okay. It's just take it one step at a time. Yeah, I'm glad I got out and did some hiking because yeah, tomorrow's gonna be nasty, so definitely glad that I didn't try to wait until then to do it. My head was like really killing me this afternoon though, and I ended up taking another nap when I got back to camp. I think it's because I haven't had any caffeine or coffee today, and I'm normally a 1 cup of coffee kind of day gal, and I don't know, I think for the actual AT I'm gonna try to not drink coffee. I'm gonna try to wean myself off a bit before I start, which is definitely gonna be hard to do, but I don't know, the logistics of like really just the extra step of having to bring coffee, something to sweeten it with, and then get your stove out every morning. I don't know, it just seems like another step. I think I'd just rather wake up and like get going. So I don't know that I'm gonna actually drink coffee on the trail, so I'm trying to get accustomed to that. But yeah, I need to wean myself off of it, and I try to go with cold turkey because I was feeling not well today. But that's okay. My fire, she's still cooking. She's kind of on her last leg, so I think whenever this goes out, I'm gonna make my way into my tent and get settled for the night. Still need to like brush my teeth and use the bathroom and whatnot, but I want to wait until like right before bedtime to do that. I am concerned about taking my tent down in the rain though. Seems like that's gonna be bad, hard. I don't know, we'll see. I just hope I have it staked out properly, you know? Or like well enough. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. Storming. I'll check back later. Morning. I survived the storm last night. And it's actually not raining this morning, which is good. It means I don't have to pack up in the rain. It actually did get pretty bad last night. I mean, it was pretty heavy rain and very heavy winds. And seemingly nothing is dry. I mean, nothing is wet. So I think I did okay. I don't know, I didn't sleep well because I was just nervous. The wind was really scaring me. It was whipping like all night long, like hours before the rain even started, the wind was already going. But I was kind of concerned about like tornadoes forming because it's quite warm here. So I'm really glad that didn't happen. But now I'm off to pack up and hit the road. So all right. Sorry for my crazy hair. I think the only other thing is my water bottles and my tent and my shoes. Okay, my next question is, how do you shake out your rain fly to get the excess water out without getting it dirty on the ground? I'm gonna strap my tent to the top of my pack, and then I'm gonna put my stakes in my poles bag and then put that on the outside of my pack. Last thing, I'm gonna get my ground sheet and just put it in the outside mesh. So the idea is that everything wet stays on the outside of my pack. Rain clothes, tent, ground sheet, etc. All right. Well, I think that's about it. I'm going to go to the bathroom and get some water and then hit the road.
And we're back. To nobody's surprise, I also didn't film an outro to the video. So here we are once again, 2 months later, filming the outro. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that video. I feel like I definitely learned a lot from that shakedown hike, and even just watching it back, editing it, there's definitely some things that in retrospect may not have been great. For example, cooking with an open flame in an enclosed tent. Probably not a great idea. Okay, at the time, it seemed like an excellent idea. In retrospect, maybe not. I don't recommend it. Please don't do that at home. But I think that's the whole point of the shakedown hike. You know, it's just to go out there and try to learn and try to learn from our mistakes. So that's what I'm doing. If anyone else has any suggestions for some pre-trail videos that you'd like to see, definitely drop those in the comments below and I will be checking that out. Appreciate everybody watching, and be sure to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and turn on that notification bell if you want to follow along for more AT related content. And with that said, I will talk to you guys later. Maybe. Bye.